Many people believe a simple truth. If you gather enough gold, you will be powerful. That money will bring you respect, make you free, and lift you above others. But this is the first big misunderstanding. Think of money not as gold itself, but as fertile soil. Having a lot of soil doesn't make you powerful on its own, it's just dirt. It doesn't truly change who you are. It just shows what kind of seeds you already have inside. Give a scared person a rich plot of land, and they might just dig a bigger hole to hide in. Give a foolish person fertile soil, and they'll likely plant weeds, confusing growth with chaos. But give a focused, disciplined person rich soil, and they will quietly build an abundant garden, and the world won't even realize they're in control until its fruits are everywhere. Machiavelli never cared about owning piles of gold. He looked at its effects, like a gardener studies the best way for plants to grow. He saw soil not as a final treasure, but as a key ingredient, powerful, silent, and almost always misunderstood. To him, wealth wasn't something to chase, it was a resource to cultivate. If you don't understand this deeper nature, you won't just waste your soil, you'll become a slave to its whims, even if your garden looks green on the surface. Most people never get this. They chase after more land, better seeds, faster growth, all the outward signs, thinking they're becoming master gardeners. But they don't see that the whole garden plot they're working on was already laid out by someone else. Someone who controls its borders, its seasons, and its hidden illusions of easy growth. The ancient philosopher Epictetus said, "True wealth is not in having many possessions, but in having few desires." But today, most people don't want less. They want more. More excitement, more praise, more attention. And they call this feeling freedom. But Machiavelli saw what was really underneath. A person who needs a huge, visible garden to feel strong is already owned by that need. Real power isn't proven when you get more soil. It's shown by how little you change once your garden starts to bloom. Chapter 1. The Seeds of Your Own Strength, Beyond Random Growth. How do we really get rich today? The first honest answer is this. If you're like most people, earning a normal income, and your main plan is to just sprinkle a few seeds, small investments, into a random field each month hoping to get rich, you're fooling yourself. You can't turn small savings into a huge harvest just by wishing it. Sometimes a person might get lucky, like finding a rare plant by accident, but these are flukes, not proper gardening. Machiavelli warned that we should never rely on luck. He said luck is like a river, and it favors those who act with strength and clear purpose. If you don't have a lot of good soil already, you shouldn't waste your energy on risky planting. Instead, your main focus should be on how to get more good soil and how to make your current soil much more productive. Imagine you have an extra $100 at the end of the month. You think about where to put it, maybe a risky stock, a new cryptocurrency, or some other quick gamble. This is the wrong way to think. You should instead ask, how can I use my time, my skills, and my energy to make much more than $100? You could invest in learning new things, in making your judgment sharper. But to just throw your small savings into the wind, hoping for luck, is not a plan. It's giving up. Machiavelli himself pointed out that people who depend on others for their strength often fail. Money is the same. If you only depend on the market to grow your garden, you're already behind. Many people today still remember the easy years, when money seemed to fall from the sky and sudden wealth appeared without effort. Those times were unusual. They made people believe that getting rich was simple, that you just clicked a button. But the real world has returned, and with it the truth about growing wealth. It needs smart judgment, hard work, and staying power. Those who got rich fast during that brief time and then wasted their gains are now facing the hard reality. They thought they could live forever on lucky breaks. Machiavelli reminds us, "He who builds on the common crowd builds on sand." That fake wealth has sunk away. So where should you focus now? Today's world rewards attention. Wealth flows to those who know how to get and keep the focus of others for their ideas, their products, or their services. But understand this, not all attention is equal. A common entertainer might do wild stunts to get attention and quickly burn out. But a smart strategist speaks clearly and gets the same reach without wasting energy. Being good at getting attention efficiently is key. A wise ruler doesn't use all of his soldiers just to look powerful. He wins battles with smart, precise moves. You should think of yourself the same way. Don't try to be the loudest. Aim to be the most compelling. The internet has removed old barriers. In the past, even if everyone in a whole country wanted to give you money, it would cost too much to reach them all. Now you can sit at home and reach millions around the world. The chance to grow is huge, but so is the competition. Everyone with a phone or computer screen is now your rival. But here is your power. Those who learn to attract attention with real knowledge, trust, and intelligence will build steady streams of wealth. Machiavelli knew that people often judge more by what they see than what they truly understand. If you appear strong, smart, and decisive, others will follow you before they ever truly test your limits. To truly grow, you must first change how you look at the world around you. There are three main things you must master, and the first is what I call the discipline of seeing. If these insights are making you rethink your entire approach to growing wealth and influence, then you're ready to cultivate something truly powerful. Hit that like button now. And make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next deep dive into these game-changing strategies. Your support helps us share these vital truths. Chapter 2: The Discipline of Seeing. Finding Unseen Opportunities. Many people simply drift through life, like sleepwalkers through a lush garden. They spend their soil, money, without ever studying how it leaves their hands, where it goes, or why others seem to have so much. You must become super aware of how soil, wealth, flows around you. Every time you buy something, even a simple item, stop and analyze it like a general studying a map before a battle. Ask yourself, why did I choose this seller? Why is this store busy? Why was the service bad? And how could it be made better so I would spend more? When you start doing this, you will begin to see what others miss. That fertile soil, money, is everywhere, always moving, just waiting for someone who knows how to collect it, or even better, how to redirect its flow. When I was younger and didn't have much, I made the same mistake as many others. I thought the whole world was also poor. I believed fertile soil was hard to find. But the moment I entered the world of truly wealthy people, I saw the truth. Rich soil is everywhere. The best land is always taken. The biggest farms are always busy. The most valuable seeds are hard to find, not because they don't exist, but because everyone wants them. The problem isn't that there isn't enough fertile soil. The problem is that most people don't know how to claim it or work it. If you walk through a big city, you are passing by huge amounts of fertile land sitting idle in buildings, in undeveloped plots, in goods. This idea should burn in your mind. The world is rich, yet it punishes those who fail to claim the abundance that is right in front of them. And if what you've heard so far has truly opened your eyes, do not stop. The next steps will go deeper, showing you the exact ways to turn this new awareness into real power. Chapter 3. Cultivating your circle. Your network is your garden crew. Once you sharpen your ability to see the currents of wealth all around you, you will face a second, crucial truth. No one builds a truly abundant garden alone. Machiavelli taught that a smart ruler should never keep promises if it works against his own best interest. While that sounds harsh, the lesson here is simple. Your alliances, your friends, are not just for comfort. They are powerful tools for growth. In the pursuit of wealth, your network is your most important garden crew. You might have a great vision for your garden, but if those around you are blind to good soil, they will pull you down into their own barrenness. Think of it this way. If you spend your days in a room full of people who only make ice cream, you will soon learn the craft of making ice cream. Just by being near them, you'll pick up knowledge, whether you try to or not. Now imagine spending every day among people who truly understand how wealth grows, who talk about smart strategies, who see big changes coming before anyone else, who spot opportunities months before the general public. Even by accident, you will start to think like them. This is a core reason why many stay stuck. They surround themselves with people who make them feel comfortable, who reinforce their average thinking. They laugh, share drinks, and complain together, confusing simple friendship with real progress. Machiavelli warned against this weakness, saying, "There is no avoiding war. It can only be postponed to the advantage of others." If you stay among people who are okay with just enough, you are simply putting off your own fight for more, and your competitors are getting ahead. Your group must become your fortress. Every person you talk to should either teach you something valuable, open a new door for you, or make your judgment sharper. If they don't do these things, they are actually harming your future garden. In my own life, I don't answer calls from people who just want to waste time. My time is only for those who are actively building something. The reason is simple. When one of my trusted allies spots a major shift, like a new type of valuable seed about to appear, or a big market change that will ruin some and reward others, I get that information right away. Alone, I might miss it. Together, my network works like a group of skilled gardeners, sharing vital information. Machiavelli taught that a ruler is truly respected only when he is a true friend or a true enemy. Your allies in the pursuit of wealth must be true friends to your growth. Anything else is a distraction that pulls you away from your garden. Look at how successful groups operate. Big investment firms don't win just because they have one brilliant person. They win because they are a network of smart minds, fast information, and quick action. They beat you because they are not just one person with a dream, but a whole team with vast resources. If you, working alone, try to compete with them, it's like going into a fight with a small shovel against a whole army. But if you connect yourself with strong allies, Your eyes for opportunity multiply. Your ears hear more warnings. Your reach expands. Suddenly, you're not competing as one person. You're competing as many. Also understand that your environment isn't neutral. It slowly shapes you, like weather shapes the land. If your companions value leisure, you will learn to waste your precious hours. If they talk mostly about small, unimportant things, you will start to confuse small talk with real wisdom. But if they value fertile soil, smart plans, and continuous growth, you will naturally adopt those values like breathing air. This is why Machiavelli insisted that a leader should be judged by the people he keeps around him. If his advisors are skilled, he is likely skilled. If they are fools, his entire rule falls apart. The same rule applies to your own life and your garden. But here lies a deeper, tougher truth. Building a strong network needs good judgment about people. Not everyone who looks strong is actually helpful. Some will stick to you just to drain your energy. Others might bring hidden problems or jealousies. You must learn, as Machiavelli advised, to be like a fox, to spot traps, and like a lion to scare away those who would harm you. This means learning to see people's hidden motives, while also being strong enough to stop anyone who tries to betray you. Too many people choose friends without thinking, and find out too late that their circle was full of parasites. Ask yourself, who in your life adds nothing? Who complains about the same things year after year, but never actually does anything different? Who makes fun of your ambitions because it highlights their own fear of trying? These are not true allies. They are anchors pulling you down. If you'll let them stay, they will keep you stuck. Growing wealth needs clear thinking, and clear thinking means cutting away what doesn't serve you. When a tree grows strong, it sheds its dead branches. You must do the same with your relationships. This truth might feel hard, but the world of wealth is also hard. It's often one gardener against another. If you want a prized plant, know that many others want it too. If you want a profitable deal, others are chasing it. If you want true financial freedom, so do millions who are all trying to get ahead. To think this struggle is kind or forgiving is to fool yourself. Machiavelli famously said, "Men sooner forget the death of their father than the loss of their property." When valuable resources are at stake, the competition will be fierce and unforgiving. Only by building strong alliances with capable people can you truly last. Chapter 4. The Inner Weeds: Laziness, Blindness, and Pride. If fertile soil is everywhere, and a strong network can multiply your strength, why then do so many people remain poor? The hard answer is that most people are held back not by the world outside, but by themselves. Machiavelli observed that people are often ungrateful, changeable, sneaky, deceptive, afraid of danger, and greedy for gain. And while he wrote about rulers, the same applies to each one of us. Poverty often continues because people refuse to face the problems within their own character. There are only three main reasons for failure: laziness, mental blindness, stupidity, and stubborn pride, arrogance. You must find out which one is poisoning your garden, or it will control your entire life. The weed of laziness. Let's start with laziness. Many will say they work hard, but their words don't stand up to scrutiny. Working 8 hours a day and then relaxing is not enough effort in a world where you're competing against people who work tirelessly without stopping. Building wealth is a competition, and if you step onto this battlefield with only half your energy, while your rival fights with all of theirs, you are already beaten. When I work, I don't stop. I work even when moving. I work even when resting. I work even when thinking. If I'm driving through a city, my mind is breaking down how money flows in it. If I'm exercising, my recovery time is filled with important thoughts and decisions. My day doesn't end until I fall asleep. Compare that to the person who closes their computer at the end of the day and immediately watches TV. They might call themselves busy, but in truth, they are lazy. And in any competition, the lazy person always loses. Machiavelli wrote, "He who helps another to become powerful destroys himself." If you give up the advantage of working harder, you hand power directly to your rivals. The weed of mental blindness, stupidity. Next is mental blindness. Few people are truly too unintelligent to become rich, but many allow their minds to be controlled. They consume lessons from systems and media that are designed to keep them obedient, and they never ask who benefits from their obedience. The common story tells you, study for many years, get into debt, chase a safe job, pay your taxes, wait decades, and maybe, just maybe, you can retire. This is not a path to growing wealth, it's a chain. Those who never question it are not just misled, they are willingly blind. They are, in Machiavelli's words, those who see what needs to be done but wait until it's too late to do it. If you just accept the story told by powerful people without questioning it, you are too dull to escape their trap. But if you realize that every story you hear has been made to shape your behavior, then you are already ahead of most people. The weed of stubborn pride, arrogance. The third and most deadly flaw is stubborn pride. I've seen people who sit with millionaires and refuse to learn. They nod like they agree, but when good advice is given, they reply with their own unchanging opinions. Their pride insists they know better, even as their lives remain empty of real success. Machiavelli himself said, "It must be considered that there is nothing more difficult to carry out nor more doubtful of success than to start something new." Most people resist learning new things because change hurts their pride. They would rather stay stuck and struggling while clinging to their old ways than humble themselves to learn from those who have already succeeded. This stubborn pride is the real enemy of progress. I remember people I knew when I was young, still working in average jobs decades later. When shown smart ways to make their work grow, they would always reply with excuses. "It's not that simple," or "I prefer to do things my own way." These phrases are the songs of poverty. They wouldn't say, "I don't want to change," so they hide their pride as if it's a good principle, but a principle that leaves you poor is just empty pride. A truly smart person knows their own weaknesses and actively seeks to learn. As Machiavelli urged, the best way to judge a leader's intelligence is to look at the people he has around him. If you put yourself around people who are more successful than you and still refuse to listen, then your pride has already sealed your fate. You must therefore ask yourself, are you truly working without rest, or are you hiding behind fake ideas of effort? Are you questioning the false stories of the system, or are you just going along believing what helps those in charge? Are you humble enough to learn from those above you, or does your pride keep you trapped in a small life? These questions are like tools, but only if you use them honestly. To avoid them is to give up your future garden. By now, you see that the goal of growing wealth is not a nice dream, but a real competition. The garden is crowded, the challenges are constant, and luck does not favor the timid. To succeed, you must sharpen your ability to see, build your strong connections, and crush the weaknesses within yourself. Yet even as you start to do this, your mind will try to invent problems. You will hear yourself saying, "What about taxes? What about risks? What about where to keep the soil once I have it?" These are the questions of those who have already lost. Machiavelli warned that people are more easily fooled by what they see or think they see than by what is truly real. Here, the trick is subtle. You see problems that don't even exist yet and use them as excuses not to act. You allow shadows to scare you more than the real opportunities. Understand this clearly. The wealthy don't stop themselves with imagined problems. They grow their garden first and then deal with the issues that come from having an abundant harvest. Taxes, accountants, storage, and logistics are good problems to have. They are signs of victory, not reasons to hesitate. To sit without any wealth and worry about the problems of having too much is like a starving person refusing to hunt because they're worried the feast will be too heavy to carry. Machiavelli urged leaders to act quickly, even when things are uncertain, because waiting too long is worse than making a mistake. The same is true for you. Worry less about the problems of success and more about the sure failure if you never even begin. The world is not poor, and it never has been. It is overflowing with fertile soil, controlled by those who understand the rules of the garden and ignored by those who distract themselves with excuses. New buildings go up. Luxury cars are bought before they're even made. Rare items sell out in minutes. This is proof, not just a story, that money flows everywhere. The shortage isn't in resources, it's in people who know how to claim them. As Machiavelli said, luck controls half of our actions, but she still lets us control the other half. You cannot control the storms of chance, but you can control how ready you are, how much effort you put in, and how disciplined you are. It is time to look at yourself with harsh honesty. Do you wake up each day with the energy of someone who knows they are in an important competition? Or do you wander into the world half ready? Do you surround yourself with allies who make you sharper, or with companions who just make you feel comfortable in your weakness? Do you see chances for growth in every exchange, every street, every city you pass? Or do you move blindly through a world overflowing with potential? Do you face your own laziness, pride, and belief in false stories? Or do you defend them proudly? Your honest answers to these questions will decide your future more than any government, any market, or any stroke of luck. The game is tough, but it is also fair. It rewards those who truly see, those who act, and those who keep going. It defeats those who wait too long. To win, you must live like the great strategists of history, always alert, always disciplined, and never giving up. Machiavelli wrote that all choices carry some risk. So being smart isn't about avoiding danger, but about understanding the risks and acting without hesitation. This lesson is timeless. You will never find a path without challenges, but you can choose to act quickly and with strong purpose, while others get lost in delays. If these words have made things clearer for you, then take them and act. Wealth belongs to those who see the world as it truly is and move without delay. The path to cultivating your own abundant garden, where money is a tool and power is earned through design, is a journey for the brave. If these Machiavellian insights have given you new eyes to see the world, don't just listen, act. If you found this valuable, the next step is simple. Continue learning how to truly command. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Don't miss our next video.